Hi, I really hope that you're doing good. This is Cards and Clarity by Divya, and these are the two piles that you're supposed to choose from. This is pile number one, and this is pile number two. Again, it's a general reading, so take what resonates, leave the rest, and do not forget to claim your reading. So, I'm so excited to see your February 2026 predictions. Yeah, so take a deep breath, be calm and clear minded, and then choose your pile, and I'll see you in your reading. Hi, pile number one. So, this is your reading. So, for your overall energy, there you have got two cards, 10 of Wands in the World. This is your career energy for February 2026, and you have got 7 of Wands in the Hermit. And for your love energy, you've got the Hierophant and 9 of Swords. And these are your guidance from the universe that will come to later. And the strength, the Chariots. Why did I say strength? Okay, maybe because you guys are dealing with a lot and you are quite courageous, I see. So the bottom deck energy is the Chariot, and the bottom deck energy for this is I'll come to this later. Okay, so right off the bat, the thing that I see is that you guys have been managing too many responsibilities alone, carrying a lot of baggage from the past year. So, and feeling like life has been like really heavy, and you had no other option but to actually continue like this. If you see now, this month February 2026 for you marks your completion. The word card, it denotes the completion of a cycle, if you see this card properly. So yeah, but this is not going to be an instant relief for you, but the overall energies for your 2026 February, it's like it will feel more of a wrap up month, like you're going to finish something that has drained you. Like for example, I would see if you have been like stuck in a job or a role that you dislike, so February would be the final stretch before the change, I'd say. Or if you've been feeling emotionally attached to something that kept weighing you down, so you're going to mentally detach from it, I see. And if you've been juggling multiple duties, for example, like your family, your work, and then the personal life, so I see one of the responsibility will either be like either it's going to get reduced or it's going to end. I see for the overall energies, you may feel tired for February 2026, but you're also going to feel like it's kind of a slight relief in a way, like you'll also feel that, you know what, I can breathe again. So I think it's going to be better than the last month for you. Now for your career energy, so the 7 of Wands and the Hermit, I see, for example, like because it's a general reading, I'll try to cater to as much people as possible. Everybody has different life situations. So for example, if you're working, okay, in a job, corporate, government, private, whatever, I see that someone might question your capabilities, your authority, or any decision that you have made or you will make this month. You may feel the need to defend yourself or your position, or you may need to explain yourself this month in career, like career wise, or maybe office politics or competition may be present. Yeah. However, the Hermit here says that do not argue openly. I would like the universe is giving you advice that do not argue openly. So your strength is actually silence and competence. So do not express or argue unnecessarily. And like possibilities would be, I think you can also, because the Hermit is here and Hermit is all about solitude, so I also see that you might work on something very important all alone, all by yourself, or maybe you stop sharing your future plans with other people, or you are intentionally keeping distance from your colleagues So I think this month specifically, if you're working, this month favors quiet preparation. Develop your skill in solace and strategic withdrawal rather than confrontation. Now, if you're a student or preparing for an exam, this is a very strong indicator of like isolation based success. Like, you this month you may stop socializing, or you may feel lonely or demotivated at times, but your focus is improves. Your focus will improve drastically, I see, if you stay disciplined. You're going to gain clarity, understand concepts better, and you are going to outperform expectations later, not immediately. So yep, this is what I see if you're a student. Now, if you're self-employed or you're in a business, I see that you are going to defend your ideas against the criticism. I see that you're going to restructure your plans, or maybe temporarily you pull back your energy from everyone and re-evaluate your strategy, like how actually you're going to go about your business. So February, I see, is more of a planning month rather than expansion. Now, in here, these are the love energies for February 2026. What I see here is that if you're committed or married, I see that I see stress. I mean, you can also see stress. I mean, this person is sitting here on the bed, unable to sleep, overthinking, regretting, crying. So I see stress around responsibilities or expectations. So it could be family pressure, it could be marriage related discussions or something, or maybe fear of doing things the wrong way, or maybe you're worrying about commitment, finances, or future stability. So I see one person in the relationship is overthinking silently. There is loyalty here. I would not say that there is no loyalty, because obviously Hierophant is here. But I see that emotional pressure is high. I would just advise you people to, as in like not me, the universe. I would just say that talk openly. Anxiety comes from assumptions, not facts. So I think communication. If you communicate openly to whatever has been stressing you, I think things are going to be better. And now, if you're single, I think my single people want something very serious, not any casual sort of relationship. I see the singles, they want meaningful, they're looking for meaningful relationships, but on the same at the same time, they also fear repeating their past mistakes, or you guys are worrying, what if you're running out of time, people around you are getting married and stuff like that. And you may also, and I also see you guys in this month of February rejecting options because they do not feel right. So this is I think you guys are in a very self-protective energy. I don't see that it is you're doing this out of loneliness. I see that you guys have learned your past lessons, or you may have encountered a heartbreak, and not just any heartbreak, a very brutal one that actually changed the way you thought or your mindset. So it's you guys are in a very self-protective energy in the month of February. Okay, so now the single is done. Now, if you're dealing with any past person, so I see this person sees you as marriage material, or as a very a long-term worthy kind of connection. That person sees the potential, but the fear, guilt, pressure, it stops the action, and they overthink instead of communicating. So if you have any past person in your mind, I think this is the thing that they've been going through. And now the Chariot being the bottom deck energy for your month of February 2026. I think February is all about taking control. If you have felt confused or stuck, you're choosing direction this month, and you're going to stop waiting for others, and you're going to make internal decision, like, and those internal decisions are going to be very firm and determined. Even if life slows, as in, like, even if you feel that, you know, life has been going very slowly externally, nothing but like you feel like nothing's happening externally for you, like, but internally I see you are no longer emotionally stuck on anything at all. So February for you, I think, is all about the month of taking control. Now these are the cards that I pulled for the guidance from the universe. So if you see, it's ignite ambition. Universe is actually asking you to ignite ambition, be ambitious, pursue desire with drive, and face consequences bravely. Keep an open mind as answers reveal your journey. And by this, I think universe is asking you to stop delaying your plan. Okay, act even if outcome feels uncertain. Uncertain. So sometimes I see, you know, we want to do action only if we know that this is the outcome that we are going to get. So universe is actually asking you to do I would say a detached sort of action. You perform action even if you think that you're not going to get the desired outcome. Still, choose growth over comfort. This is what universe is asking you, and this is the second card that I pulled out for you guys. So it's serene haven. Embrace tranquility as your refuge, where serenity blossoms and peace enfolds your beings. So I think by this card, universe is asking you to actually protect your mental peace, reduce noise, and create boundaries. Yeah, and this goes perfectly with this hermit energy here, which came in your career. So if you actually protect your peace and work quietly without explaining yourself much or without revealing your plans, this is going to bear fruits for you in the future. I see that. And now there is this gentle release, which is the bottom deck energy, that says let yourself surrender to the flow of life's mysterious currents. So universe is asking you to let go without forcing anything that is not serving you, the heavy baggage that you have been carrying. Universe is asking you to actually let go of any sort of regret, guilt, or fear that your guys are carrying about your past. Universe is asking you to actually gently release it. And it also tells you that whatever is ending or whatever has ended does not need any explanation, and you also do not need to explain yourself to other people much. So trust what leaves, and also I think you should trust that whatever leaves is actually creating a space for something more aligned, instead of focusing on the end. Shift your focus towards the fact that it is the beginning of something beautiful. So I think for this month, February 2026, pile 1 is going to be a kind of a turning point for you, where you're finishing something heavy, choosing yourself quietly, and preparing for forward movements. So this and all this is, I see it's happening mostly on internal level. So yeah, but it is very powerful. So that's it, guys. This was your reading for February 2026. Do not forget to claim this energy. And again, it's a general reading. Take what resonates, leaves the rest. Thank you for joining in today. I'll see you in your next reading. Bye. Hi, pile number 2. This is your reading. So I've already laid out the cards for you. This is your overall energy. So in your overall energies, we have got 10 of Swords and 2 of Cups. This is your career energy, the Empress and Knight of Swords. And your love energy for this month is the Emperor reverse and King of Cups. And this is the guidance that I've asked for the universe. So asked from the universe. So these are those cards, but we'll come to this later. Your bottom deck energy is Ace of Swords. Now coming back, the overall energy for February 2026. I see that your February 2026 begins with an ending, but I know that, and that ending is going to be hurtful, but it is directly followed by alignment and connection. Like 10 of swords, it's kindly like you see the pain that this person is going through, but this also denotes a completion, like no more pain beyond that. And right after this overall energy, we have got 2 of cups. So the overall energy that I see is that like it's not a small ending. I mean, 10 of swords, it shows betrayal, it shows emotional exhaustion, it also shows feeling mentally defeated, or a feeling like I didn't see that coming. But however, the 2 of cups right after, it tells me that this ending makes space for the right connection, or that connection, since it came in an overall energy, so that connection could be anything. It could be romantic, it could be professional or emotional. All right. And I'll give you like example, and I'll try to make you understand. Like, for example, if someone walked away suddenly, so obviously it's going to be painful, but the clarity will arrive after the pain. Or if you were stuck in a toxic cycle, so that cycle is going to break, the pattern is going to break. Or if you felt unsupported somehow, you're going to meet someone, as in like that someone, or maybe as in like you're going to meet someone halfway after this ending. So the connection that's going to happen after this painful ending, it's going to feel equal, like no chasing, no imbalance, equal. So this is your overall energy. Coming to the career, so you've got the Empress and Knight of Swords. So if you're working, so if you're already in a job, you're working, I see that your career energy is very fast and decisive. Knight of Swords, as we say, it's an extremely fast energy, as the photo itself depicts. So the possible event could be that a sudden message, email, or call, or interview you may get. You may also will have to like take a decision that comes quicker than expected, or either you take the decision, or the decision if you're in your career terms, if you are waiting for some decision, so I think you'll get that, like that decision comes quicker than you expected. Or someone finally, or maybe someone finally recognizing your potential, or appreciating you for your work. So the Empress also indicates its growth, creativity, abundance, you see. So you can also get a new role, a new project, a career opportunity in which like you portray your leadership role, so a leadership opportunity also. But the thing here is that the Knight of Swords, it's extremely fast, so it brings haste. So, and sometimes when you're so fast, you tend not to think much before taking action, and that sense and it sometimes can be senseless, or may not be very good for you. So I think the guidance for you right now would be to actually think before you respond. Do not react emotionally to sudden news. All right. Now that if you're a student or an exam aspirant, I see that your confidence is returning. You are getting mentally sharp. You may change your strategy or subject approach suddenly. And this is actually very good for your competitive exams, or interviews, or presentations, or oral tests. Because I think the Empress, it suggests, so this is a card of fertility. In here, I think this is more of your mental fertility, means the ability, your potential, your intellect, and it's like ideas are going to flow very easily for you this month. Now, if you're self-employed or a creator or anything else, I see that you may launch something. Okay, you speak your truth publicly, and you're going to market your ideas very boldly. Yup, I see that. So I think February for you, if you're self-employed or stuff, or any of in or entrepreneur or anything, this February supports visibility and growth. But this will happen only if you act fast and decisively. Coming to your love reading, you have got the Empress in reverse and King of Cups in February 2020 for February 2026. That's a very specific love energy, I must say. So if you're committed or married, I see one person has been controlling emotional, has been very controlling, emotionally distant, and very rigid. I see this energy. So there is power imbalance that I see, and emotional needs are not met, or they are either ignored. But the King of Cups here shows that emotional maturity may return. Okay, so this could mean that one of the partners will will soften, and emotional conversation, you may have this emotional conversations to you with your partner, and someone may learn to express feelings instead of dominating. So if you both choose emotional honesty, so relationship will stabilize. And if this control continues, so emotional withdrawal will increase. This is what I see. Now if you're single, I see that you attract someone emotionally mature, so an energy which is extremely emotionally mature, calm, reserved, and older can come in your life in February 2026. And this is going to be a kind of person who's not going to rush, but and also they're going to be emotionally available, I see. And because I see you've learned your lesson, and you're no longer as in like tolerating mixed signals, power games, or emotionally unavailable people. And so that is for singles. Now for the people who are dealing with the past person, or still stuck with the past person, even in like mentally, so I see that this person, the person that you're stuck with, this person struggles with ego or control. They feel deeply, but they suppress their emotions. So they may want reconciliation, but again fear losing authority. So I see your past person is someone who feels more than they show. I don't see them taking any action here, because they are continuously suppressing their feelings. I was going to say repress, and regret was coming in my mind. So I also think that maybe they are regretting some of their thing, but they are not. They are too in their ego to actually admit any of those things. Bottom deck energy being Ace of Swords. So February, I think, is going to bring truth and clarity. Any lies that if they were there, they're going to get exposed. If you are under any confusion right now, February 2026 is going to be your month of clarity, and all your confusion is going to end. Direct conversation also can happen. Okay, and in a way, like you're going to speak your truth, or someone else finally being honest with you, or you may have your realization, and then you're going the realization that actually will lead you to change your decisions, kind of. So yep, so this now the guidance that I've asked for. So this is release and renew. Embrace the flow of letting go to welcome renewal, allowing new energy to shape your path. Universe is actually asking you to let the old pain end fully, like let it go, and do not carry betrayal into the new connection that you might form. Okay, and this is going to be a reset month for you. Now the second card that we have got is act with clarity. Focus your intentions, navigate decisions with clear insights and purpose. So universe here is actually asking you to speak clearly. I say decide quickly, and do not overthink once the truth is known. Do not overthink, just be very clear what you want and just go ahead with that. And the bottom deck energy is make a change, embrace growth, seek new path, and welcome transformations with an open heart. So something must change permanently. I think this is what the universe is asking you to do. Repeat, do not, like, I see that repeating past mistake is not an option for you. Okay, even a small shift create big moments, so make a change. So I see finally, like February 2026 pile 2 is going to be a breakthrough month for you. A breakthrough in a way that something ends painfully, but that painful ending was very necessary for you. Although the thing that is ending, it might have taught you something. Universe here is asking you to not repeat that mistake again, or else you'll have to go through the same lesson. So let the thing end painful. Like, let that thing end, even though it's painful right now. It's going to make sense in the future, because uh, I see that what enter afterwards, this ending, it feels very beautiful, mutual, honest, and emotionally balanced. So I think this is the month where you stop surviving and start choosing alignment. Okay, so I would say that this is your reading for February 2026. Take what resonates, leave the rest, and just do not forget to claim this energy. And I think, yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Bye.